thank you, EDRF. Without your financial support, we wouldn't have been able to take our BSAS case to court and win. It was a very sad day when the Union Bay Local Area Plan and the OCP, which were so carefully crafted by residents, were ignored back in 2007 by our local government to enable an 845-acre development called Kensington to be given the go-ahead. I've been told it's the largest development on the island. I'm not sure if that's still the case, but anyway, it's one of the biggest. Bylaws were approved by the regional district that permitted a massive golf course marina resort development in place of a large area of forest of old trees, including Douglas firs, which are habitat to large raptors and other birds. I know some of you have seen the eagle tree on the north end of the property. And which are areas that are identified as sensitive ecosystem inventories, including red-listed Sitka spruce and also habitat for a current population of 20 Roosevelt elk. And there's been some discussion that the elk have gone, but as you can see by this photo, you can see it, the prints are still there, they're still there, and this is right next to the holding ponds that Kensington is building for the golf course. This area, which is at risk of destruction, also includes an estuary and marine foreshore that are important for bird migration for thousands of overwintering birds, such as sandpipers, dunlins, black turnstones, black-bellied plovers, as well as ducks, some of which are red-listed, such as the marbled murrelet. Did I say that right, Norman? I recently saw one a few hundred meters off the Coal Hills last summer, and I was pretty excited about that. As many of us know who live in Union Bay, there are also deer, black bear, and a cougar in the area, at least a few cougar in the area. I remember one of us, I won't mention her name, but she's in this room, was on a hike in the area, and another BSAS member identified fresh cougar scat and a few meters away from her, and well, let's just say she didn't go there again. The proposed development area is home to 6 streams. Several are fish-bearing. Some streams are proposed to be turned into pipes. Some are being diverted into holding ponds for golf course irrigation. And some will lose vital riparian area. And the estuary is being reduced to human use as a golf course water feature. The protection of the health of Bain Sound is part of the BSAS mandate. We felt that a 27-hole golf course, of which 9 holes will be right on the Sound, 100 slip marina, and an incredible amount of urban runoff that will be caused by the hundreds of parking places for the residential units, the retail space that's probably about the size of 4 big box stores, 2 hotels, I think it's 40,000 square feet for the golf course clubhouse. And this is in direct conflict with our BSAS mission statement. BSAS supports a non-sprawl planned growth as identified in the Union Bay Local Area Plan. And we also want large areas of open space and protected habitat. The Kensington plan was in total conflict with this vision of the future for our community. When the bylaws were passed by the RD, I know that I, like other members of BSAS, felt like we were living in a third world country where our political leaders went ahead and made decisions without meaningful consultation with us. We called it the shell game. Our lawyer called it actually a flip-flop flip of the water source from Langley Lake to Van West Lakes, then back to Langley Lake again. And it was enough to make your head spin. It was unfair and undemocratic. So when the regional district approved this unsustainable development, we decided we had to go ahead with the legal challenge. That's where the Environmental Resolution Dissolution Fund came to our rescue. Without that funding, the challenge to challenge the Kensington bylaw would have been absolutely impossible. And with the funding, on April 29th of last year, we received the favorable ruling. I, for one, did what I call the happy dance. And judging by all the letters of support that we received from people in the community, there was a lot of support and hope that groups like ours could challenge poor decisions made by municipalities that were detrimental to the environment. I would like to say a very heartfelt thanks to West Coast Environmental Law for the support of the EDRF. Sincerely, our victory would have been not possible without that funding. And I'd like just to say a quick update on Kensington. It's back again, and it's double the size, and same thing, 27-hole golf course, retail space, huge space right on the ocean, and the clubhouse. We've been told that the master development agreement is now being worked out, and that it will be presented to the public before fourth and final reading. However, my understanding is that we won't have any kind of input. And Bruce Jolliffe, our area director, has said that he believes that if there are any changes in the new agreement, that they'll be rather minor. So I think we may be knocking at the door of EDRF again. And I'd also like to say that we've done quite a lot of other projects. For example, videotaping of Lanley Lake watershed. If anyone's interested, I have some pictures here showing that about 45% of it has been logged, which really has a direct impact on our available water, which, as we know, isn't very much. So I'd like to thank Andrew Gage and your staff, and our lawyer, John Alexander, as well as Karen Hurley, who is our BSAS director and environmental planning advisor, who couldn't be here today. And she actually helped me with this speech, so excuse me, sort of struggling with it because not all the words were mine. And I'd just like to say happy birthday, ERDF, and we'll probably be seeing you again.